the Bible's supposed to be read precept upon precept. Here little, there little, to get the understanding. Christianity, religion told you just read the whole Bible and pray on it. No, that ain't how you do it. God got instructions on how to read it. Your pastors, your leaders refuse to go with this Bible to give you the solution. Right now, today, that time is up. There's no more giving you lies. You're not African. You're not black. You're not Jamaican. You are from the 12 tribes of Israel. According to the Bible. And it's time you went out of sleep. Christianity is a damn cure. Christianity is a cure to all people. But do you understand what you are listening to is the Bible?
And your reality, now guess what? This is reality. This is reality. We're going to show you what. You have destroyed yourself.
So we're supposed to give them warning. We're not judging you, we're warning you.
Have we seen any change? Have we seen anything that has changed our people? Changed our neighborhoods?
So sisters, knowing that we are God's chosen people, right? And knowing that God requires us to keep his commandments, what are the commandments we must keep? Deuteronomy 22:5. Y'all know the commandments in the Bible? What are the commandments that God wants us to keep? Huh? Right? Okay. But here's a commandment right here that God wants us to keep. All right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So now, what do women wear that pertains to men? Huh? Pants. Pants pertain to men. Right. Read again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So the law is for women to not wear pants. Also for men not to wear what pertains to women, like dresses, skirts, bras, panties, what you see some of the men doing today. What does God think about that though?
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So if anybody is caught doing that, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it is abomination to God. But here's the question. Why is it abomination? Give me Leviticus 19:29. How you doing, brother? What's your name? Huh? Andrew. Andrew? You know you're an Israelite according to the Bible, Andrew?
Huh?
You know you're an Israelite?
Yeah.
All right, stick around. You're going to learn. We're going to teach you. But this is why it is an abomination to God. Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Read. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
It says, lest the land fall to whoredom, because our women wearing tight clothes, you know what I'm saying, things that reveal their bodies. What does that make the men do? Enticing, right? Makes them lust after them. Thus, we have what? High teenage pregnancy in our communities, right? We have what? High STDs rating in our communities, right? Read it again. Right.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
Lest the land fall to whoredom. That's none of that?
I got more. And the land become full of wickedness.
You heard that, sister? It says, lest the land fall into whoredom and become full of wickedness. Right. Give me 1 Timothy 2:9 also. Because if God says we're his chosen people, he has commandments on how we must act, how we must conduct ourselves, how we must dress. All right?
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So you listen, Andrew? This for you too. So if you see a sister, you know what I'm saying, that's out of dress code, that's revealing, you know what I'm saying, her thighs or anything, her butt or whatever, you're supposed to tell her that, look, God says that the women must be in modest apparel. Because if we love God, we must do what? Keep his commandments, right? Obey him. Because if we don't obey him, that's why we curse now. That's why we're getting shot down in the streets today. Because we have broken God's commandments, all right? Read again.
In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness.
With what?
With shamefacedness.
Sisters, Andrew, brother, what does it mean for a woman to be shamefaced? What does that mean? What? Shamefaced. Okay, shamefaced means, huh?
Married.
Okay, but it means for a woman to be humble, submissive, not loud, not, you know what I'm saying? Right, not loud, not ratchet. Right, meek, obedient. Read again.
In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with bordered hair.
There's nothing wrong with having braids, but it's not all about your looks. God cares about what? Your spirit. All right, read.
Or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
With good works. What is good? Anybody know what is good according to the Bible?
Right by God, living by His rules and regulations.
No, clothing, but what else? What is good?
What is good?
Romans 7 and 12. Y'all listening? What is good according to the Bible?
The book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 12. Wherefore, the law is holy.
The what?
The law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good.
So if somebody's keeping the laws, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites according to the Bible, that is good in the eyes of God. Now, give me Titus 2. So knowing that we must dress appropriate now, right? What else does God requires of our sisters? What else must we teach the younger sisters that are looking up to our elderly sisters? That's right. Titus 2 and 3.
The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman.
The what?
The aged woman. Likewise, that they may be in behavior as becometh holiness.
So we got to become holy. Remember, Romans 7 and 12 said what? The law is holy. Right. So in order to be holy, you have to do what? Keep the commandments of God. Come out of the pants. Start wearing dresses that come down to your knees, past the knees. All right. Read again.
The aged woman, likewise, that they may be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given too much wine.
You cannot be drunk either. You cannot be drunk either. Read.
Teachers of good things.
Teachers of good things, because most of the sisters in our communities, right? What do they teach our women today? Are they teaching good things or bad things? They teaching our women it's okay to have boyfriends, right? They teaching our women it's okay to smoke weed. It's okay to have sex. Watching Atlanta Housewives. All these things our kids see, guess what? We're gonna want to do, because the scripture says, as the mother, so is the daughter. So, right, according to God's laws. All right. So, what's your nationality, brother? Haitian.
American.
What's your father?
My father is
Haitian. So according to the Bible, you'll be from the tribe of Levi. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15, Andrew.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Hey, so sisters, we appreciate y'all for listening. We got classes 3 times a day, 7 days a week. It's an address on that flyer too, all right? And the phone number to call. All right, read that again.
But it shall come to pass.
So Andrew, it said, but it shall come to pass, right? So now, this is future prophecy, history being recorded in the Holy Bible. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
All his what?
All his commandments.
So Andrew, are we keeping God's commandments as a people, as a nation of people? You sure? Because I see our people selling drugs to one another. I see black on black crime in our communities. Is that keeping God's commandments?
No.
No. So what God said what would happen if we broke his commandments? Read again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
So Andrew, it says if we did not keep God's commandments, all the curses. So Andrew, so God says if the Israelites, right, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans did not keep his commandments, he would send curses upon them. So let me ask you, why did we go into slavery?
Because the Europeans teaching black people their religion, their real religion.
We went into slavery because guess what it said? We broke God's commandments. We was cursed. Why are we staying in the ghettos? Because we broke God's commandments. Why are we getting shot down in the streets? Why are we protesting? Why are we voting, marching? Because we broke God's commandments. We are catching hell in America. We are catching hell on earth because we are broken God's commandments. Give me verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So Andrew, it says, cursed shall thou be in the city, right? When you look at the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, where do we dwell at in the city? Do we stay in the mansions? Do we stay in Beverly Hills? As a nation of people, where do we dwell at?
I think
Huh?
we dwell anywhere.
We dwell in the ghettos. We dwell in the projects, in the slums, in apartments. We struggling to pay the rent. We struggling to keep the lights on. Read it again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Because we are broken God's commandments, God said you will be cursed in the city. You familiar with the times of Jim Crow, right? When they said a Negro will have to use this bathroom and a white man use this bathroom. A Negro had to live here, drink out this water fountain, while the so-called white man drank out this water fountain. Guess what? That was curses in the city. And that didn't happen to everybody on the earth. It only happened to our people, which makes us what? The Israelites according to the Bible. Because that's who he's talking about. Read on.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Hey, hold that sign up. It says, cursed shall thou be in the field, right? So Andrew, let me ask you, what were the Haitians doing when they came over here in 1619 in Haiti? What were they doing? I can't hear you. Okay, but what was the labor that they were doing when they got off the slave ships?
They start worshiping God. They were taught by the white.
Okay, but they were picking cotton, right? They were in the tobacco fields, right? Read that again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the field.
It says, cursed shall thou be in the field. Thus, that's why we have a history of our people going into slavery, working from sun up to sun down, penny on the dollar, laboring, sweating with blood and tears. Guess what? All to bring back what they had to a white man that you call your master. That's cursed in the field. Didn't that happen to our people?
Yeah.
So who is God talking about? Who are the Israelites? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Those are the Israelites according to the Bible. Read verse 17.
Verse 17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
So Andrew, it says, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store, right? So when you look at our people, right, do we have businesses that we can support ourselves with?
Yeah.
So as a nation of people, you see us owning banks, you see us owning clothing stores, you see us owning car dealerships, grocery stores, hospitals, schools. No. Now as a nation of people, remember, a nation of people, God is dealing with a nation of people. Read it again.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Because God says, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. So whenever we try to get our own businesses, guess what? It wouldn't work. We tried Black Wall Street, but guess what happened to it? It was bombed, right? Because God says, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. That's why we go to the so-called white man, the Arab man, and one of all things. That's why they own all the gas stations. That's why they own all the schools. You see what I'm saying? We go to them for everything we need. If you need an ID, if you need a driver's license, right? Do you go to your own people to get that? Or do you go to the other nations?
I go to the other nations.
The other nations, right? Because why? God said if you broke his commandments, he would send curses upon you. That is Bible prophecy in the Holy Bible. Something they're not teaching in religion at all. That's why God said he will give you pastors according to his heart. Reading out the laws of God. Read on.
Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
So it says, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, right? When our children were here, what happened to them? As soon as they were able to walk, what they had them do? They had them going to the plantation, picking cotton as well. Born a slave, die a slave. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. Read on.
And the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Andrew, where is our food at? Where's our animals? Where's our land at?
It's in Africa.
No, our land is Jerusalem. But guess what? Another topic, right? When the natives got here to America, what happened to them?
They were slaves.
They were slaves?
No,
They were slaves. But what else? Huh?
It was violent.
It was violence, right? Guess what? Their land was taken from them by the so-called white man, who was the devil the Bible speaks of. They were slaughtered. Read.
Verse 19, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
So just like it said in the verse above, cursed be the fruit of thy body. You were born a slave, you will die a slave. Give me verse 48.
Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
So Andrew, the prophecy it says, therefore, since we broken God's commandments, God said we will serve our enemies. That's why we went into slavery. And are we still serving them today?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Because guess what? If you on a job, who you going to? Who you serving?
I'm still serving God.
Huh?
God.
You serving your enemies, the other nations. Who put the whips on our back? The other nations. Who had us in slavery? The so-called white man. Read on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, in hunger.
So Andrew, if you want food, you have to serve your enemies for it. Who owns that McDonald's? Our enemies. Who owns Walmart? Our enemies. Publix, our enemies. Read.
And in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So if you want anything at your desire, guess what? You have to go to the enemies for it. That's Bible prophecy. Why? Because we have broken God's commandments. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the Israelites according to the Holy Bible.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And this is the clue who it's talking about. Who put the yokes of iron? Who put the chains of iron on our people's neck?
The white man.
The white man. Read.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Until he hath destroyed thee. Because guess what? As a people, we're not physically destroyed, but guess what? We are spiritually and mentally destroyed. That's why we walking around saying we African American, we Haitian, we Jamaican, we Afro American. I'm 3/5 of a man. I'm a nigga. I'm a Negro. That's destroyed. Because guess what? God calls us the Israelites, His chosen people. That's why we are following after their religion. You see the man up there right there? Guess what? That's Caesar Borgia. That's not Jesus Christ. Right there where the sign is, brother. Where it says salvation matters. See the white man on the cross? Guess what? We are destroyed for worshiping that. They taught us that in slavery. That is not according to the Bible. According to the Bible, Jesus Christ looked just like you, a black man. Read.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Andrew, you heard that? Come a little closer, brother. Come. It said the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, right? The nation is referring to the so-called white man, right? Read on.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flyeth.
That's the what?
As swift as the eagle flyeth.
So what nation of people represent themselves as the eagle? If you have a dollar bill, right, or a quarter, what is the symbol on that coin or on that dollar bill?
The dollar is like, when you say the dollar is like $1.
You see it right here?
Yeah.
Where? Okay.
Oh, I understand.
There you go. Read it again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flyeth.
So guess what? The eagle is talking about the so-called white man. Because guess what? How did they come as, was they taking on the symbol of the eagle? In the Greek captivity, the Roman captivity, the American captivity, France. They all had the symbol of an eagle, the so-called white man. Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Because guess what? When they came to our people, they forced the Haitians to learn French. They forced them to learn Creole. They forced our people to learn English. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Bible says.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on all our YouTube channels. Shalom.